Hi guys, welcome back. This is going to be such a fun video. I am finally attempting to do the 24-hour reading challenge. Now there's two ways that you can go about this. People either read for like 25 hours straight, not 25, oh my god, 24 hours straight, or they kind of try to split it up, which is going to be what I have to do because I just don't think that I can read for 24 hours straight. It's just not in me. I need my sleep. But it's only 5:30 right now, and lately I've been staying up till 2 or 3, so I'm going to try to read as late as I can tonight. So hopefully I'll make it to like the 10-hour mark. And then I don't work tomorrow, so I'm going to try to finish the rest tomorrow. But I'm starting with Twisted Love, which is the first book in this series. I've heard this series is pretty steamy. I think that's this series. I could be wrong, but I think that this is the one to where it's like very, I don't know, but this is what I'm going to be reading first. I'm so excited. It's been sitting on my shelf with all my other TBRs for like 3 weeks. So excited to read this. It's kind of a heavy book, so we're gonna see how long it takes to read this. And yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so I'm officially an hour and 13 minutes in. I would show you all the timer on my phone, but I'm using my phone to film, so. But I'm on chapter 9, which is page 73. And I really like the book so far, but I do not like Alex, the character. There was a situation to where he like followed Ava, the other main character in the book, to a thing that she was doing. And he was like trying to be bossy over her, and like, I don't know, it was very weird. Like, it was overprotective. They're not even dating. They hardly know each other. Like, it was just very weird, and it like made me uncomfortable, which it does say at the beginning of the book. I think I showed y'all that like it has a content warning thing, because I don't know, it just seemed very like abusive behavior, and it was very strange. But I do like the book so far. I did not get as far as I thought I was gonna get tonight, but it's only like 10 o'clock right now, so maybe I can get a couple more hours in. So I am 5 hours and 45 minutes exactly into the challenge. I just finished this book, so it took me that long to read the first book. Thoughts on this? It was definitely the steamiest book I've ever read. There were a lot of scenes that after I read it, I was like, what did I just read? But it was a really good book. I really liked it. The beginning was a little weird. Alex, the character, he's a very controlling character, which at first I did not like how he was acting. It was very like manipulative and like an abusive sort of, not like physically abusive, but mentally. There were a couple scenes that I was just like, this is such a turnoff in a guy. Like, that is so bad. But it started to get better, and you started to understand the relationship more, and he changed a little bit, and it got better. It's still not my favorite guy in a book. He had his flaws for sure, but I don't know what I would rate this yet. I'm gonna think about it for the next couple hours. I would say it would be between a 4 and a 5, because I really did like this book. I'm really excited to read the next 3. I don't think I'm gonna read the next 3 in this video, because I'd have to go to Barnes and Nobles or order it off Amazon, and it just won't be here in time. So I'm gonna read some of the other books on my TBR. Yeah, I am going to go pick another book, and I will come back to y'all. It's a little while later, as you can probably tell. Not like a little while later, but after that last clip, I just needed to take a shower because I have not felt good the last couple days. I feel like I may have a UTI coming on, but I'm not for sure because I've never had one. So I just wanted to like get in the shower and like stand under the scalding hot water. Anyway, I picked my next book, which I'm a little skeptical about, but it's been on my TBR. This book has been on my TBR for like 6 months, so I kind of just need to read it and get it over with. And that is The Wedding Ringer by Carrie Ray. It still has the half price book sticker on it, but this book is about a girl who found her fiance in bed with her best friend, and she now spends her days performing at children's birthday parties in a ball gown. She's like one of those princesses that like goes to kids' birthday parties and stuff. But then this other girl meets her and they become really good friends, and she ends up being a bridesmaid in her wedding. And yeah, I don't know. That's what it says on the back. It doesn't sound that entertaining. It has like a 3.8 star rating on Goodreads, which like isn't horrible, but yeah, I'm a little nervous. This doesn't normally sound like my cup of tea in a book, but I just really want to lay in bed and relax and read a little bit. So I think I'm gonna put a heating pad on and start reading. Little update. I am 6 hours and 17 minutes into the challenge, so I have 17 hours and 43 minutes left. I am on page, I think 29. Yeah, I'm on page 29 of, ew, I just set this book down in like a puddle of water. But I'm on page 29, and so far I actually really like it, and I'm really happy that I do, because I read a book with a storyline similar to this one a couple of months ago, and it was literally just so bad I could not finish it. I had to DNF it. So sorry, there is literally water covering my counter for some reason. But I had to DNF that book, and it had a very similar storyline to this one. So I was a little bit nervous for this one. But I really like it so far. It's about this girl, Willa. I told y'all a little bit about it. I think I read a little bit of the back. But this girl, Willa, she's one of those like princesses that goes to kids' birthday parties. And she basically, it starts out with, she's at this like really, really, really rich kid's birthday party. And she sees the girl that she caught her fiance cheating with, and it like makes her freak out, understandably, and she has like an anxiety attack, and she drops this like $1,000 birthday cake for this little girl. And that was kind of like the first chapter, but it sounds very not like something I would like, but I really liked the way that the book is written so far. It was actually really cute. And it's definitely not YA, because there in the first chapter were some things said that I was like, whoa. But yeah, really cute so far. I like it. I'm gonna try to make it to the 12-hour mark before I go to sleep, so that's another 5 hours and like 43 minutes. But it's only 6, so I think I can do it. I have to make dinner. It's my boyfriend works kind of late tonight, so it's my turn to make dinner. So I'm gonna whip that up really quick, and then I'm just going to keep reading, and I will update you guys in a little bit. Guys, it's been rough. I'm not gonna lie. I'm on like day 3 right now. And I'm 9 hours and 33 minutes. Let me check. I'm filming on my phone, and that's like where my timer is, so it's hard to tell when I'm recording, but I'm 9 hours and 33 minutes into the challenge. So I have, what is that, 14 hours and 27 minutes left. Yeah. I just feel like I started this challenge at literally the worst time possible. I started it and then got a UTI. I'm feeling better today. I'm on day 2 of my antibiotics, and I'm still on this book. Let me see. I'm on page 203, and I'm more than halfway through, but I actually really like this book still so far. It is so good. It's such like a light read, and it's really easy to follow. I feel like the storyline on the back sounds kind of weird, but then the book ends up being a lot better than what it sounds like. So I'm really invested into the book right now, and I'm hoping I can finish it tonight, but knowing me right now, that might not be realistic. I'll probably finish it tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to read as much as I can the rest of the night. We have to make dinner in like an hour. I think we're gonna make steak tonight, but yeah, this is gonna probably end up being like a 5-day challenge, which I guess it's still technically reading how many books can I read in 24 hours. Like it's still 24 hours. I'm stopping the clock every single time I stop reading, and then I start it when I start. So I'm still very interested to see how many books. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be like 4 books. But I do need to go book shopping tomorrow because I only have 1 book on my TBR right now, like 1 physical book, and it's the 2nd book in a series, so I can't read it yet. I have to get the 1st book, but I think I'm gonna go to Goodwill tomorrow because their books are like $2 to $3, and they have the new Goodwill where I moved to. It's like the biggest one I've ever been to, and they have a wall that's like 30 feet long of just straight books. I don't know. There's so many, but just a little update for you guys. I'll see you in a little bit. I also put on this like ambient reading background noise. It's just like a rainstorm. And yeah, I've just been reading. It's so nice having something like this going in the background. So I am now 13 hours and 32 minutes into the challenge. So I'm more than halfway done. I actually read a lot yesterday. I just laid in bed and read for like, when I say a lot, I mean for me. So it was like 3 hours, but that was a good portion to knock out. I did finish this book. So in that 13 hours and 32 minutes, I've only read 2 books, which I'm honestly really surprised at. I thought I would have been like halfway through a third, but I just don't think I'm as fast of a reader as I thought I was. But I finished The Wedding Ringer. I rated this 4 stars. I am so surprised at how good this book was. I actually really liked this book. I think I talked about it earlier, but this book's not very well known on Goodreads. It only has like 500 reviews, and only like 4 like written reviews. Like no one has really talked about this. So I think I'm gonna write an actual review about this on Goodreads to help this author out, because I don't know how many books she's written. I think she's only written 2, but really enjoyed this book. Very quick summary of the book. This girl caught her fiance in bed with her best friend, so she went into this like whole depression mode, whatever. Obviously called the wedding off, lost her best friend. She was in a coffee shop one day, and this girl like ran into this coffee shop, a girl she didn't know, and like sat down with her and was like just randomly like, please when my fiance comes in here, like pretend to be my friend. And so the girl was like, what is happening? And then she ends up asking the girl to like be her bridesmaid in her wedding, and she would like pay her to be a bridesmaid, because I guess her husband didn't know that she like didn't have friends or whatever. So it goes on this whole thing, and the one girl who is being paid to be a bridesmaid is like convinced she's not gonna become friends with this girl for real. Like it's just a job, she's just getting paid. But along the way, she falls in love with another man that's in the wedding, and she actually does start to have like feelings of friendship for this girl. She starts to genuinely like her. But then it all kind of unravels when everyone else in the wedding finds out that she's getting paid to be in the wedding. The girl who's getting married runs away and her past comes out, this whole thing. I don't know. It's actually really, really good. I genuinely love this book so much. So go read this if you have not. I got this at Half Price Books. That's why I love Half Price Books. You find books that aren't very popular. But now, so yesterday I went to Goodwill because I needed to get some more books. I have the Four Aunties in a Wedding. I think that's what it's called. But like I said, I think that's the second book in the series. So I don't want to read that yet. So I went to Goodwill to get some more books. Because if you didn't know, Goodwill's books are like $2 each. So I was going to see what they had. They didn't have the best selection, but I got the first 50 Shades of Grey book. And then I got this book called Last Summer in Eden, which look at the cover of this. So cute. I love the line work. And it sounds like it's a really summery book, which I need to read because we're coming into August, which is technically the last month of summer. So it says, welcome to Camp Eden. From the moment 19-year-old Poppy steps out of her car and into Camp Eden, she feels at home. This is her dream. A new summer job as summer director in the beautiful Southern California hills. I don't want to read the whole thing because this is going to take a hot minute, but basically she finds out that there's not enough campers anymore and it's going to be her last summer at this camp. They're closing the camp, so she has to make the most of her last summer. So I'm excited to read this. It is a fairly small book. I don't think it has more. Yeah, it's less than 300 pages. It's like 280 something pages. So hopefully I get through this really, really fast, but I'm going to start this and hopefully I finish this challenge tomorrow because I'm over it. I'm gonna be honest. I am. 24 hours does not seem like a lot until you're actually reading and you're like, I did not realize how long it takes to read this much. So I'm gonna try to finish this and I'll get back to y'all. I just opened this book for the first time and it's kind of cute. Someone, I guess, gifted this. I guess someone gifted this to someone. It says, Madeline, blessings to you and thank you for serving at Camp Lone Star. And then they signed it. I wonder if Madeline was someone at camp and they were leaving and they gave this to them. That's sweet. I've never seen that before. One more thing, I promise. I just keep getting to all these cute pages, but look at this. I guess it has like a map of the entire camp, but this is so cute. The details in this and all the little trees and cabins. Oh my God, I'm in love with this. Okay, so right away, I'm noticing that this is definitely a religious book. It sounds like it's a religious camp. I mean, right away, the second chapter is called We Believe in God the Father. So I'm not saying that's bad, that it's like a church camp book. I've just never read like a religious book like this. I was religious growing up, so like I literally have nothing against it. I went to church camp growing up. This is just not at all what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like a teen girl goes to summer camp, like scandalous things happen, which I guess it very well still could be. It could be. You never know with church kids, but I guess we'll see. I am now 15 hours and 3 minutes into the challenge and I already made it to page 101 in this book. I feel like I'm reading it so fast, but I definitely knocked out a good like 2 hours in the past 2 or 3 hours. I've been reading a lot today, but I'm so happy that we're finally getting close to being done with this. I just want it to be over. Literally just being completely honest. I'm not tired of reading, but I'm tired of like tracking how much I'm reading. It's annoying. Like I like reading for fun and I'll read as much as I want for fun, but having to track it is just really annoying. So over that, but we're down to 8 hours and 57 minutes. So hopefully I finish this challenge tomorrow. So I just finished Last Summer at Eden. I'm 18 hours and 13 minutes in. So in that amount of time, I finished 3 books. I'm literally so close to being done. I only have, what, like 5.5 hours? Something like that, 5 hours and 47 minutes or something like that. This book was okay. I don't know. I said before that I don't like giving books that aren't that well known bad ratings because I just feel so bad, but I don't know. I feel like I purposely tried to read this book really fast just so I could get it over with. It wasn't bad enough that I couldn't read, but I don't know. I'm debating on if I should give it 2 or 3 stars. I don't know. It wasn't for me. I think it would definitely be a good book for like a 13, 14-year-old at a summer camp. I think this would be perfect for that, but for a 23-year-old who doesn't typically read books like this, like religious books, it just wasn't for me. So 2 or 3 stars. I'm gonna think about it for a little bit, but I think the next book that I'm gonna read, and this will be my last book, I'm gonna start 50 Shades of Grey. I love the movies, and I found this at Goodwill, so I think I'm gonna try to start reading this, and I will get back to y'all. I am officially done with the 24 hours. I just finished. I'm so happy this is over. I really am. Like I said, I don't hate that I had to read this much, but I hate that I had to track it and feel like I had to read more than I usually would. And it kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I'm so glad it's over. I'm so happy that I can go back to reading on my own terms. I can read as much as I want when I want, or as little as I want when I want. I'm about 100 pages into 50 Shades of Grey. So that means I read about 3.5 books, which is about right because I guessed that I was gonna read 4. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know the next time that I'll do one of these. I really don't. I would love to try to do one to where I read for 24 hours straight. Don't know if I can do that. This was already hard enough for me. So I just don't know if I could stay up that long, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys next time.